Jimmy Swaggart was born in the small town of Faraday, Louisiana, in 1935. Growing up during the Great Depression, life was tough, but young Jimmy found solace in music and faith. His family was deeply religious, and this environment laid the foundation for his future. As a boy, he would attend church services, absorbing the messages and melodies that would later define his career. His talent for music was evident early on, and by his teenage years, he was already performing gospel music. Swaggart's connection to music wasn't just a personal passion, it was also a family tradition. He was cousins with Jerry Lee Lewis and Mickey Gilley, both of whom became famous musicians. While they pursued secular music, Jimmy chose a different path, dedicating his life to spreading the gospel through his songs. His unique ability to combine preaching with music set him apart from others. By the time he was in his 20s, Swaggart had begun traveling to deliver sermons and perform, slowly building a following with his fiery passion and musical talent. His early years were marked by a commitment to his faith and a drive to reach as many people as possible. This dedication paid off as he gradually gained recognition. The small-town boy from Faraday was on his way to becoming a major figure in religious broadcasting. His rise was not overnight, but it was steady and fueled by a determination to share his message. Swaggart's charisma and captivating oratory skills were instrumental in his ascent, drawing more people to his sermons. As Swaggart's reputation grew, so did his ambition. He understood the power of media and aimed to harness it for his ministry. By the late 1960s, he had begun to record his sermons and gospel music, laying the groundwork for what would become a massive evangelical empire. His early life and rise to fame were just the beginning of a journey that would take him to the heights of success. In the 1970s and 1980s, Jimmy Swaggart reached the pinnacle of his career. His Jimmy Swaggart telecast became a household name, broadcasting his sermons to millions around the world. Swaggart's magnetic presence on television attracted an enormous audience, and his ministry thrived. He was known for his passionate, emotional preaching that resonated with viewers, making them feel connected to his message. It was a time when televangelism was gaining popularity, and Swaggart was at the forefront of this movement. The reach of Swaggart's ministry was staggering. At its peak, his telecast was aired on over 200 television stations, and his sermons were translated into multiple languages. The financial success of his ministry was equally impressive, reportedly bringing in over $150 million annually. This revenue supported a sprawling organization that included a Bible college, a publishing house, and various charitable activities. Swaggart's influence extended beyond the pulpit, as he became a prominent figure in religious and political circles. Swaggart's success was not only due to his preaching, but also his musical talent. His gospel albums sold millions of copies, and his concerts drew large crowds. Music was an integral part of his ministry, and his ability to connect with people through song enhanced his appeal. Swaggart's style blended traditional gospel with contemporary flair, making it accessible to a broad audience. However, with success came scrutiny. Swaggart's rise to fame was not without controversy, and the pressures of maintaining such a vast empire began to weigh on him. Despite these challenges, he continued to be a dominant figure in the evangelical world. His influence was undeniable, and for many, Swaggart was a beacon of faith and inspiration during this period. His zenith was a testament to his hard work, charisma, and ability to captivate an audience. In the late 1980s, Jimmy Swaggart's career faced a dramatic downturn due to a series of scandals. In 1988, he was implicated in a prostitution scandal that shocked his followers and the wider public. The revelation was a massive blow to his reputation, and it marked the beginning of a tumultuous period for the preacher. Swaggart's tearful confession on television, where he admitted to his sins, was a pivotal moment. He famously declared, "I have sinned against you, my Lord," in a broadcast that was watched by millions. This admission led to his suspension and eventual defrocking by the Assemblies of God, the denomination to which he belonged. The fallout was severe, with his audience, influence, and revenue taking a significant hit. The scandal was a sensational story that dominated headlines, and Swaggart became a symbol of the fallibility of televangelists. It was a humbling experience that forced him to confront his personal failings and the consequences of his actions. Despite the severity of the scandal, Swaggart's troubles did not end there. A second scandal in 1991 further damaged his reputation and eroded whatever remained of his once massive following. The combined impact of these events was devastating, leading to the collapse of much of his ministry's infrastructure. The scandals were a stark reminder of the challenges faced by public figures and the intense scrutiny they are subjected to. Swaggart's fall from grace was a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris, and the importance of accountability. It highlighted the human side of a man who had been idolized by many, showing that even those who preach righteousness are not immune to temptation. This period was a turning point in Swaggart's life, forcing him to reassess his priorities and seek redemption. His journey through scandal was a painful yet crucial chapter in his story. After the scandals, Jimmy Swaggart faced the daunting task of rebuilding his life and ministry. Although his influence had waned, he remained committed to his faith and continued preaching from his base in Baton Rouge. His ministry, now operating on a much smaller scale, still reached a dedicated audience. Swaggart's resilience was evident as he worked to restore his reputation and find redemption. He focused on the core tenets of his faith, emphasizing humility and forgiveness. Swaggart's later years were marked by a quieter, more introspective approach to ministry. He continued to broadcast his sermons and music, connecting with those who remained loyal to him. His message evolved, reflecting the lessons learned from his experiences. Swaggart's commitment to his calling never wavered, and he remained active in his ministry until his death in 2025. Despite the challenges he faced, his dedication to preaching and music endured. The legacy of Jimmy Swaggart is complex, shaped by both his achievements and his failures. His story serves as a powerful example of the power of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. Swaggart's life teaches us that mistakes do not define us, but how we respond to them does. His journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of faith. Swaggart's influence on the world of televangelism is undeniable, and his impact is still felt today. He was a pioneer in using media to spread religious messages, and his methods have been emulated by many. His story encourages us to persevere through adversity and to seek forgiveness and redemption when we falter. Swaggart's life and legacy remind us of the importance of humility, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of one's calling.